I got some friends here. For most, going to the Super Bowl is at best a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. What would it be like to never miss the big game? Not going to the big game is unheard of for these guys. Don Chrisman, Tom Henschel, and Gregory Eaton are three members of the Never Miss a Super Bowl Club. They were there in 1967 for the first game. They have been at every Super Bowl since. In a little under 2 weeks, they will be at SoFi in Inglewood to watch the Rams take on Cincinnati. Don, Tom, and Gregory join me now on Zoom. Look at you good-looking fellas. I don't even know where to start. How are you?
Good.
Hanging in. It's kind of cold back here.
Well, that's the good thing. That's the good thing. Let me tell you, it is just beautiful and sunny in Los Angeles, and you fellas are on your way. Don, do you have your tickets yet?
Well, they're electronic. My daughter handles all those things. But they're in her telephone, I believe.
Tom, have you booked your flight?
Oh, yeah, about 8 months ago.
Gregory, I can imagine it's just all smiles on your end, too, about coming here to Super Bowl.
Yeah, I booked them, like he said, 8, 9 months ago. And my tickets are in my phone. I check them every day to make sure they're still there.
I want to ask you, Don, how this all came to be. We know that your numbers have thinned over the years. You three it's down to the three of you who have never missed a Super Bowl. How did it start in 1967?
Well, I lived in Denver at the time, although I'm a New Englander. And I had a bunch of friends who worked at the bank, and the bank, the Broncos were one of their sponsors. And 5 tickets showed up, and no one wanted them. And so a group of us said, let's go. This could become the World Series of football. And away we went.
And it sure enough did become the World Series of football.
One.
Well, and that's the thing. So you obviously have gotten together every year since then, and this has become, Tom, a friendship. Even though you all live in 3 different states, you have 3 different teams you root for, you get together every year for this. Tell me about your friendship with these men, Tom.
Well, we met and we just became friends, and even though we have different teams to root for. But I'm originally from Pittsburgh, and I'm a diehard Steelers fan, but I lived in Chicago, Miami, now I'm in Tampa, and so I've always been many teams I like, you know.
And, you know, Greg, and that's the thing that I love about sport. It can bring people from different worlds together and apparently different team affiliations together. You're a Lions guy, I understand, a Detroit Lions guy.
I'm a Lions 45-year Lion ticket holder. And we haven't been. We got that curse from Bobby Lane in 67.
We won't talk about that then.
Back.
We won't talk about that then. But I do want to talk to you about it because, you know, in those early days, Greg, let's have some real talk. You couldn't stay in the hotel that your friends could stay at back in the day.
Super World Championship 2, they stayed in a private club that had rooms like the DAC, and they didn't accept Afro-Americans then, so I didn't stay with them. But we left Lansing together. You know, and they were businessmen here that knew me all my life, and they didn't go to 1, but they went to the 2 and 3 and 4. You know, but I enjoyed it, and my ticket came from Herb Adderley, who was an All-American football player at Michigan State and Green Bay, and we met each other. I was 17 and he was 18 when we met, and he said, "Come on, you got to come to this game," you know. Because I went to a few championship games before that with him. So that's how I got started, and I never thought it would be coming into 56 years, but I enjoyed it.
56.
And I met Tom and Don, Larry, who called me. He read an article of me in the Miami paper, and he introduced me to Tom and Don, and Don is like the Godfather, so whatever he wants to say, I'll do.
So, Godfather Don, let me ask you about that. It looked like COVID was going to try to interrupt your run last year. It looked like you guys almost wouldn't be able to go to the game last year because of the pandemic.
Very close. Very close. The NFL didn't decide until I think the middle of January that we're going to be able to go. and we had to sit with all those cardboard people.
The cardboard
Including-
people.
we had a shot. There was a dog who sat in front of us. I think you have that shot.
Oh my goodness. But this year, that won't happen. You get to come to a brand
I
new
hope.
stadium in Inglewood, Tom. It's real nice.
Oh.
I got to tell you, this stadium's beautiful.
I'm so excited to try and see this new stadium because I've heard so much about it. By the way, this is last year's ticket.
Oh, look
This
at that.
This is the first one in the Coliseum in L.A. $12.
Oh, wait, let's see the
Last
one
year's
that, let's show
race
the
out.
other one again, the one from the Coliseum. That's incredible. Move it
Last
over to
year-
move it over
this
to the
year-
center a little bit more. There it
How's
is.
that?
Wow.
$12.
You must have a
you know
lot
what
of
the last year's
paraphernalia,
ticket-
sports paraphernalia at your houses. Greg, you got a lot of gear at your house too?
Last
Yes,
year's
I got a lot of stuff.
$25.50.
Yep.
So will you be seated together, Don? Will you be seated together during the game, or will you be in different seats in the
Yeah.
arena?
We're in the
We're
same
all
area.
in the same row. My
We're all
daughter will
together.
be sitting with me, and Gregory's friend will sit with him, and Tom. Yeah, so we're 6 seats in a row.
I love it.
On
I
the
love
first
it.
row.
In the first row?
Yes, the
First
third
row.
level row.
Excuse me, I don't even think Jay-Z and Beyonce can get seats like that.
We're in the upper deck.
Well,
Oh, in the upper deck. Okay.
There's 5 decks, and we're number 3.
Number 3. Well, we're going to try and see if we can't find you on Super Bowl Sunday. We just think it's so great that this friendship has that sports brought you together, and a friendship was formed across 3 states, 3 different teams y'all root for, but the Super Bowl brings you together. I think it's a really special thing to cheer on you 3 octogenarians, if you don't mind me saying. So thank you for making our day today. Don, Tom,
hey,
and Gregory.
I brought this ball to remind the Rams fans. This is the Super Bowl 53 when my Patriots beat them.
We'll let that one slide,
all
Don.
3 of us like to thank the commissioner for allowing us to go again. If it wasn't for the commissioner getting our tickets, I don't think we'd be able to go. And all 3 of us like to thank him because he's done this the last 3 years, and I hope he says he's going to keep on doing it till we pass away or don't go anymore.
Oh, I want you to just keep on with this tradition. I think it is just the most beautiful thing. Friendship, what sport can do. Let me tell you, I think it's beautiful. Safe travels, gentlemen. Bring your flip-flops because it's going to be sunny and warm out
Hey.
here. Okay?
Hey,
Thank
look
you.
forward to see you guys on Thursday next week.
All right.
Oh, my goodness. I just love them. That's amazing. We're going to take a short break back.